Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Torres and today we're doing a very quick and easy, simple everyday makeup tutorial. It's pretty much what I'm wearing right now. I just wanted to share with you guys. I posted this picture right here on Instagram a while ago and I got so many questions, DMs about how I do this makeup look, and it's become my everyday makeup look. So I just wanted to share with you guys and let you guys know how I do it. I'm literally showing you guys step by step and showing you all the products that I'm using. Hope you guys like it, and let's start with the tutorial. Okay, so I just finished applying my skincare before I started my makeup routine, but now I'm just gonna put on some lip balm. I have this really cool bedazzled vanilla lip smacker, which I received at an event. Thank you guys. Gonna apply this all over my lips, and let's start the tutorial. Okay, so I filmed the entire eyebrow tutorial or eyebrow part of this tutorial without recording. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna do it on this eyebrow and show you guys. What I did before and realized I wasn't recording was that I told you guys I was using my Sephora eyebrow pencil. This is the retractable brow pencil that's waterproof, and I'm using in the shade 12 Granite. I don't know how to actually pronounce it, but first thing I do is I brush it into place. I create a line as a base so I know where I want to clean up after I fill it in. Create a line, and then I just start filling in wherever I feel like there's some gaps. This eyebrow definitely is a little lighter on top, so that's mostly where I fill in. It's on the top part of the brow. And I just follow the way the hairs grow, which is down on my case. That just makes them look fuller for me. And then I brush into place. And then at the entry of the brow, I do the same. I just kind of go up instead of across like I was doing at the middle to the end. Go up like that. And then just a little bit more retouches before I finish filling in the brow. Brushing into place. Brushing out any harsh lines I may have done. There you go. Now, the next step is what really makes it look nice and carved, is by just cleaning it up with concealer. And I'm currently using the CoverGirl True Blend concealer. Just go under the brow right here and just clean under the line that I created when I first started drawing that eyebrow. That's all I do. Gonna spread that product out and then I just blend it out. But first I go ahead and conceal around the eyebrow to define it so that it looks cleaner, you know? And then I just blend that out. Sometimes I just do it with my finger. Whatever I feel like doing at the moment. There's no real true science to this. I just kind of do what feels right. What my instincts tell me to do. By the way, excuse the nose piercing, and it has a little keloid right now. I have been cleaning it and everything, and I know how to properly take care of it. I actually burned the area around me, but now it's healing, and the keloid is actually much smaller than it used to be. I know it looks alarming, but trust me, it is much smaller than what it used to look like before. So, yeah. Oh. All right, cool. Now let's go into the eyes. Now for the eyes, what I like to do is I literally just take some concealer and dot it in the lid. And then with my finger, I go ahead and just tap it around to blend it in. This is just the way I make my eyeshadow stay. It's like my way of priming, because even though I do have dry skin, my lids are pretty greasy for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't understand that joke. That's God's joke. It's very cruel. But it is what it is. Then I go ahead and blend it in with my finger to make sure that it's all spread out nice and evenly. After that, I go with my translucent powder. Right now I'm using the True Blend Minerals from CoverGirl to go ahead and blend that out and keep it in place and make sure that it's nice and matte and that it holds my eyeshadow. So I do that, take a little bit of that, and then kind of just softly tap it around my eyebrow, my eyelid, and just distribute that around. And this is the way I prime my lids for eyeshadow. Before I do my eyeshadow, I just want to share with you guys this daily brush cleaner from Sephora. This is the eyeshadow brush that I use. I kind of just spray the thing. I'm loving it because I kind of use it almost every day. Spray it on the brush, and then I go ahead and clean it on the paper towel. And it literally dries, as soon as you clean the product off, it dries off nicely and it takes out so much of the product. You couldn't even see it in the brush, but once you use that, it takes off all that nasty eyeshadow dirt that was there from your last look. So, and it also kind of smells okay. It smells kind of lovely, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So I've kind of done the eyeshadow. It looks really messy and nasty and really weird. Like, it doesn't look like anything, but once it's all put together, trust and believe, it looks great. So we have the Sephora Pro palette. This is the Sephora Pro New Nudes. This is the Pro Pigment palette, just so you guys know. And the color that I'm going to start with is pretty much the color that I use all over the lid, and that is the color Sandcastle right here, right there. That one right here, that's Sandcastle. Also, excuse that I've broken the other ones. I am really clumsy. So yeah, so the first thing that I'm doing, I'm gonna go with Sandcastle and apply it all over the lid like this. And I'm not too worried about getting it perfect because the shade is really light, and also you're gonna use another color to kind of blend it out and create a deeper crease so that it doesn't look like flat on your eye. Listen, makeup on Mario has been really quiet since I posted this tutorial. Yikes. So that's pretty much all I do, you guys. I just kind of tap it into the lid. I kind of go high. I don't get too close to the eyebrow, and I just blend in and out around. And then there's a lot of fallout, by the way. But I still really enjoy this product a lot. I think it's really pretty. Just take a little bit of a little pad and clean it off. Then I'm just tapping in a little bit more product to make sure that it all looks really, really good. Then I clean the brush a little bit so there's not too much of that product on it. And then I'm gonna go with the same palette, a different color. The color is Boots, which is the one right here in this corner. Boots right there. And all I'm gonna do is apply it on the crease, or where a crease should be, or where I like to fake my crease. Right here. Just go on the corner and just literally apply as much as I can by blending it from side to side, making little circles. There you go. You gotta use your imagination, but trust, it's starting to look good. It looks really messy before it looks really good. Once that's done, you have enough and you're satisfied with what you've done. It's not like you can tell much of the color, you guys. It's just so that it can add a little bit of depth and your eye, you know, looks a little bit deeper and sexier. At least that's what I think. By the way, obviously you guys can tell I am not a makeup professional. I just do what works for me. Cleaning out the brush so the next use is nice and clean. And then right next, right, what I do, the last thing I do with this eyeshadow color part is that I go in with the color Daisy, which is this lightest one right here. And then I just tap it under the eyebrow like that. And then you can see that it's clearly not blended all the way under the eyebrow, and extend it as much as I can. Then I go in with a clean brush and I blend that all out. That's it. That's it. That's pretty much all you have to do for the eyeshadow part. You're pretty much done. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean this under. And then go into curling my lashes. After I curl my lashes, I kind of go get a little bit more pigment and apply it on the lid, just because I feel like sometimes it removes some of it. And also it just looks cooler to have a little bit heavier highlight color there on the lid. That's it. I have really been enjoying using the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. It's like, first of all, I'm using the shade 12M, which I think matches me pretty well. I just apply a little bit around, not a little bit, a lot, I should say, around my face. And then I go in with this Sephora foundation brush, which is pretty dirty. Whoopsies. But it kind of looks like this, you guys. It's kind of thick and fluffy. And then I just kind of dab into the skin. I feel like it blends into the parts of my skin that doesn't have redness or any type of issue quite nicely. So I like this so far. I've been enjoying this tinted moisturizer because it's pretty intense, almost like a foundation. So I like that. I like it. I blend that all around my face so you can't tell where it starts or where it ends. Like this, like that. Once you're happy with the foundation, then I go in with the concealer, again the same concealer that I use under my brows, and then I just kind of do a bit of a upside down triangle shape under there, and I like to do one at a time. And then I really like to blend it in with my beauty blender, make sure that there are any dark circles are all covered up. I don't go too heavy on my everyday now. I just go a little bit, just enough to cover the dark circles, and then I go with translucent powder in another brush, and I go under and make sure that that's being held by the translucent powder the way we did with the lids. Once your face looks like a nice little clean boiled potato, you want to start adding dimension and depth to your face. So what I do is I do the Baha Mama from the Balm contour, and then this cute little angled brush from Sephora's collection. Go into it, go to the side of my cheeks, and add some depth where my cheekbones are, right there. Kind of blend that out. And then I also go around my hairline to warm it all up, to make sure that I look nice and warm and that I don't look like a boiled potato that's been freshly boiled and peeled. And then it also just adds a little bit of warmness to it. I also go with the same little brush that I've been using all this time. I go into the bronzer and then I contour the nose. Just go up and down on the sides, blending into the eyebrow. And then from side to side, kind of go up. And what that does is pretty much it just defines my little nose a little bit better. And then also it warms up my face a bit more. The next thing I do is I go in with the Sephora palette, blush palette, and then I go with this color right here. I don't think it has a name, but it's just this kind of shiny blush. As you guys can see, I've been using these two a lot. I think I'm gonna go for the lighter one today. I just take my blush brush, I go into the color quite generously. Sometimes I dip into this little pink to make the pigments, you know, stand out a little bit more. And then I just go to the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend up in circles, up and in circles, just to add a little bit of rosiness, but also a little bit of shininess to it, so it looks kind of glowy. Oh, do you see that? And that's pretty much what I do for the blush situation. The trick to making this whole makeup look really natural is that I apply a little bit of the blush onto the tip of my nose, like that. Just to the tip, like that. You see there's color here, color here, color there. So it makes it look like it's almost like I'm naturally blushing and glowing at the same time, but we're faking it. There we go. I can't finish my makeup without highlighting properly. And what I use is my favorite Viva Cosmetics highlighter, which is the shade Reina right here. I already broke that one by mistake, which is fine because I don't even use that color. Just go with a brush, and I have a Sephora highlight contour brush. Tap it in there and then softly tap on the on the top area of my cheeks. Look how that brightened me already. And then I do the same to the other side. And then of course I go on my Cupid's bow. It just helps define my lip. And then up my nose and a little bit on the tip. I like how it looks like I've been eating glazed donuts, but it's just highlighter. A little bit in the center of the face, because that's what I want to pop out more, and the other parts of my face to look contoured. Now that most of the face is pretty much done, I like to go back to my eyebrows, and I'm currently really obsessed with the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. I have it in the shade 115 Deep Fonzie. And I just make sure that my eyebrows are nice and in place. And sometimes a foundation or powders or anything to get on the brow that lightens them up. So I just go in with this eyebrow gel and I brush my eyebrows into place, and it makes them pop a little bit more. And I always do this at the end just so that I make sure that I clean off any brow, any foundation or any other powder that must have like attached to my eyebrow while I was applying it on my face. Using the Unlimited Mascara by L'Oreal, which is kind of the mascara that I'm really liking at the moment. This one is drying up a little bit, so I need to go get another one. And the way I like to apply my mascara is I go to the root of the mascara, and it always has to be waterproof for me or they won't stay up. Go to the root and then just go up. Go to the root and then just brush up like that. Once I feel I've gotten at least the root, all of it once, then I just go ham and go to the length of the lashes, and then I just apply the mascara, buffing them in, buffing the product into the mascara, and then going up, 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 up like that. And I do this for quite a bit to make sure that you can see my lashes. Sometimes I even go with another mascara on top. After I put the waterproof mascara on the root of my lashes, I go with something that'll make them look a little bit fuller or longer. Having a hard time with this one today because it is drying up. It isn't much, but this is the difference between mascara and no mascara. I always forget about this step, and I always remember when I'm applying my mascara. I applied the mascara on top of my lashes. I'm not doing fake lashes because I want it to stay as natural looking as possible. But what I also do on the bottom part of my lashes is I go with the same color Boots, which is the corner color, and then the color that I use in the main part of my lids, Sandcastle, under my lids. So I go with Boots on the outer corner right here, and I blend it halfway out. I do it on both sides, like that. It already adds so much warmth to my face. And then, clean the brush a little bit, I go with Sandcastle, and I add it to the inner middle part, right there. Just to warm up the eye a little bit more. And then of course I finish with mascara with the bottom lashes. And I go from the root of the lashes all the way down. You see how much open my eye looks? This eye looks so much more open than this one. And that's just because I applied a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. I've applied mascara on bottom and top lashes, you guys. And the last thing that I do to finish my makeup is do my lipstick. So for this makeup look, I actually have just been using one lipstick. And it is the Lip Stories by Sephora in the shade Brunch Date. So that's number 1. It's a really pretty color. And all I do is follow my lip. Once I've applied the lipstick, I kind of go outside, a little bit outside of the shape of my lips, just to make them look a little bit fuller. Just slightly. And that is the full look. Let me show you a better look of the makeup look with my hair done and in the light. Final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this makeup look. I love how soft, glowy, and bronzy and goldish it kind of is. I feel like these colors all complement each other really well. And yeah, this is my everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to just give you guys a quick little makeup tutorial because you guys asked for it, even though it doesn't get a lot of views, but I'm doing it for you guys, the loyal ones who actually do watch all my videos. So thank you guys so much. And don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a lovely comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.